So Michael Keaton played Batman in the Axe Batgirl movie, filmed for about a week for a glorified cameo, got $2 million, and no, he's not upset about the film being shelved. Doesn't care. He says literally, quote, "I didn't care one way or another. Big, fun, nice check." What a legend. What an absolute legend. Could not care less. This guy's a boss. So what is this? This is all an interview with GQ magazine. Just thought this was like quite good fun, basically, because Batgirl, if no one remembers, randomly caused a lot of controversy when it was cancelled. People were crying online about, Leslie Grace being shit canned, and people were like, Michael Keaton, the poor millionaires, however will they survive? And I said at the time, they've all been paid. It doesn't matter. Like, what are you doing? Why are you crying about it? They've all been paid. So I thought this was an interesting follow-up, basically. So Michael Keaton recently told GQ magazine that he wasn't too upset when Warner Brothers scrapped the release of Batgirl, in which the actor reprised his iconic role of Batman opposite Leslie Grace in the title role. The studio shelved the film in August 2022. Wow, 2 years ago. In a cost-cutting move, the $90 million budgeted Batgirl was already shot and through post-production when the decision was made. It didn't come as a shock to the industry. Some people in the industry, not me, because I did a video on the test screenings around the same time everyone else did. Mine was the polar opposite of what everyone else was reporting, because everyone else was like, it got amazing reviews. And I was like, no, it didn't. Got bloody terrible reviews. And everyone's like, you're a liar. Then a month later, it gets cancelled. I'm like, told you so. Anyway, so Variety reported that there's a tax incentive to kill the movie and the fact that it was shit. Anyway, so he gets asked, whether he cares or not. And he's like, no, I didn't care one way or another. Big, fun, nice check. This is important because apparently he literally did. He rubbed his fingers together in the universal gesture for moolah. It literally says it there as a quote. Super funny. But there's a little bit more stuff. So it says, I like those boys. They're nice guys, he added on a softer note. I'll pull for them. This is to do with the director. It says, I pull for them. I want them to succeed. And I think they felt very badly. And that made me feel bad. Me? I'm good.
Dude, I roll in, shoot for 2 weeks, leave with $1 million for each week. Thank you.
So, no, I think it was 1 week he was shooting for. It was $2 million for 1 week.
Okay. Well, hey, I'd love that. Put me in, coach. Yeah. Put me in, coach.
Madness. Well, yeah, so what do you think about his comments? Because I got some other comments to get to in a minute, but what do you think about his comments?
I think it sounds just like Michael Keaton. I mean, his comments around Beetlejuice are brilliant as well. Dude's like, I mean, he's pretty based, man. He doesn't really care, and if they're going to pay him money, he probably feels like his career was over and he doesn't need more anyway. So it was totally fine, just taking the check. I would be. I mean, same thing with his Flash cameo.
I do wonder how much got paid for that. My God, that'd be funny.
Backed up a Brinks truck.
Funny to figure out. So he does say some other stuff, which is quite funny. So he says, I never panic about it. This is about his career strategy, about just making movies. He says, if you get desperate, you're fucked. Yeah. Don't ever get desperate. You can get insecure and nervous and go, wow, boy, I'm not doing so great right now. But when you get desperate, you're dead. Excellent. What a legend. So he's been pretty open and honest about the, quite literally just taking roles for paychecks. And you should, like you're an actor, you should be taking some roles for paychecks. The old saying was like one for me and one for the,
one for the studio.
One for me, one for the studio, one for me and one for my agent type deal. I think he's done some of that, to be fair. But what a legend. If you get desperate, you're effed. Like, cool. Good. Brilliant. But that's what a lot of people do. I think they, tend to get a bit desperate. He doesn't seem to care, which I think is important, actually, just not caring, Just been like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. I'll just take a paycheck here, paycheck there, do good movie here, good movie there. It's fine. And now look at him. He's had a bit of a not comeback because he never left, but he's had a bit of a resurgence in, sort of up the Hollywood ladder a bit more now. Anyway, what do you think? Anything else to add?
No, I just like I said, it doesn't surprise me. I love his attitude. I think more actors should have that attitude. I think more people in Hollywood should have that attitude. I think they'd be healthier and happier, to be fair. Because I think a lot of people deal with their anxiety in very unhealthy ways when it comes to the profession they've picked. We've had a lot of tragedy recently. Matthew Perry comes to mind, of course, for television, for Friends and all that. But people dealing with, the stress of the industry through a lot of just really unhealthy things, whether they're, it's an eating situation or pharmaceutical or whatever. They just really kind of tear themselves up because of this business. So, having an attitude like this probably prevents that for you. Not to mention the fact that I think originally, he was just a really funny guy. And if you start out as a comedian, I think you just have a different perspective. So.
That's true. I think I think there's parallels with people that do any form of acting, any form of work that is within the public domain that is hinged upon feedback and sort of instant gratification, right? Because even doing, and this isn't like a woe is me. That's not. Don't get this twisted, ladies and gents. But
right.
Even doing something like this, right? You can absolutely get tunnel vision. You can be like, well, that video didn't do good. Oh my god, wow,
yeah,
god, disastrous. It's true, right? Like it's a much, it's a microcosm of obviously what an actor would go through because they're working on much bigger scales. But it's still very similar nonetheless because it's that instant sort of gratification type deal. You make something, you release it, and you're like, oh, that didn't do good. Oh no. Or that did good. You're like, oh, excellent, cool. And so you sort of, it's easy to get wrapped up into all of that. And I think, the probably the same as being an actor. The trick to longevity in especially this game, doing this these sorts of videos as well as acting, I'm sure, is just have fun.
Yeah.
Just stay doing stuff that you actually enjoy doing. Like remember the reason why you started it to begin with. Literally, just enjoy it. You can get wrapped up in it a bit too serious, I think.
I think anybody who does anything in entertainment or engaging an audience just, needs to have a proper perspective. And like I said, he's got it. I'm sorry, there's not a lot of people in Hollywood. Just meet some of these people. I mean, look at Mark Hamill. He's very much burdened by some mental problems right now.
He's gone. He's lost. TDS, that boy. Got some TDS. Well, anyway, there you go. We will move on from this.